What else is fascinating here is that not only is the king identified with Isis, he is identified, the divine names give a description of Pharaoh himself. He is discerning and enlightening. This is the Egyptian god Sia. He is great, mighty, and radiant. This is the god Re. He is life, spending, and propitious. This is the Egyptian god Happy. He is creative and formative. This is the Egyptian god Khnum. He is mild and vigilant. This is the goddess Bastet. He is powerfully intervening. This is the goddess Sekhmet. This is her, that is England's translation of a hymn to the king Namart. Notice how by becoming various deities, by being named with the deities, he becomes what they represent. Make sure I can get this here. Okay, the goddess, the Egyptian goddesses, were personifications of cosmic principles. This is why the pharaoh, Alan Gardner showed that the Egyptian pharaoh, he identified with the gods of the four quarters. This is the four sons of Horus idea that Joseph Smith properly identifies in the facsimiles as representing the four quarters of the earth. Because he identifies with those gods, and therefore he rules over the four quarters of the earth through the vicissitudes of those gods themselves. This is a crucially interesting concept, because the same situation occurs with the mother goddesses. This is the reason why Pharaoh's cartouche is oval. That oval ring symbolizes the entire area of his rulership, but it also represents the circuit of the sun through the heavens and then back down under the underworld. In other words, Pharaoh's rule is a cosmological rule in truth and righteousness because he is Isis as well as Mot. Very interesting. Mot and Isis may not have been two real Egyptian women in ancient Egypt. They are personifications of cosmological forces that the pharaoh acquired through identification, fusion, as I've been noting. Here is how Lana Troy describes Mot. This is very beautiful how she does this. Mot is a personification of a central concept in Egyptian thought. Mot is the principle of justice, truth, order, harmony. It is fundamental to the dynamic of the cosmic order. It is the responsibility of the ruler to maintain Mot by his actions, and it's necessary for each individual to act according to Mot. The concept of justice and truth is thus like the members of the court. And that's facsimile number 3. It's a court scene. Abraham is in the court of Pharaoh. Yes? This oversees the dispensation of justice, truth, and associated with female imagery. That's what she says. Additionally, one may observe that this association extends to the earthly office of judge, and this is the Osiris office, as Isis on the throne in our facsimile number 3. This is the image of Bat, an early Hathoric form, the mother goddess, Hathor the mother cow. Bat is also in this form. The female, the importance of the female is crucial here. I just had a robin almost land right on my shoulder. Enjoying the day. Hathor is also identified with Isis, and later Mot, and is used as the emblem of that office. See, this is the perfect reason, once again, for me claiming that Joseph Smith equates the rulers in facsimile number 3. You notice this, Pharaoh and Prince of Pharaoh. He identifies the rulers with the female goddesses Isis and Mot because of what they represent, their function, their authority, and their power. Pharaoh had to rule with this. These are symbols, not literally living women, and these symbols represent concepts, not realistic portraits of a real live god or goddess. Justice, for instance, is always drawn as a woman. For instance, Lady Justice. Even the god, the creator god Ptah, P-T-A-H, Ptah, is called Der-Mot, the Lord of Mot. See, here we have a male intimately linked with the female concept of Mot. Now, another interesting idea is that Ptah is also connected with Osiris. See, all this intermixing is going on. The mixed figure of Ptah Osiris is called des Lebens, the Lord of Life. And the dead king has very close ties to the Ka of Ptah as well. Can you see my face here? Probably not very easy, huh? Let me get another angle. This is amateur hour, people. Boy, that's a beautiful shot of the kilns, though. Let's see if this works any better. It might, yeah. It might. See, you want me to stand on this side? It doesn't matter. The point is, shut up and talk, right? Well, this path is wide open that connects Osiris with mortals, that is. And it's also associated with all of the other Egyptian gods and goddesses as well. And I find this throughout the literature in the ancient Egyptians. More connections appear with Ptah, Sokar, Osiris, and this is interestingly associated with the Ben stone at Heliopolis, which is the sun city, the city of On mentioned in the Old Testament in the Bible. This is where the phoenix happens to show up every 500 years to be cremated and then resurrected again on that Ben stone. It's very interesting. This cycle of immortality is associated with all of this as well. Very interesting. So what we have here is, this is too good to lose. The reason I brought up the phoenix bird also, let me just read this. This Egyptian connection is really good. The hypocephaly was also considered to be the eye of Re and the eye of Horus. It wasn't just a singular function. And in one text, Abraham is called the apple or the pupil of the wedged eye, which is the hypocephalus. So Abraham is associated with facsimile number 2. Very important to realize. Now, and the wedged eye, of course, is associated with everything healthy, good, beautiful, true, just, accurate, honorable. It's everything good, true, and beautiful. Health, preservation, and resurrection. This is the theme. A. Wiedemann noted long ago that the phoenix is associated in the hypocephaly, showing that the dead took the form of the phoenix in the house of the Ben in Heliopolis. In fact, Wiedemann says that chapter 17 of the Egyptian Book of the Dead itself, here's how he translates this. This is fascinating. I am the great Bennu. The Bennu bird is the phoenix bird in the ancient Egyptian understanding. The Book of the Dead says, I am the great Bennu, which is in Heliopolis, the city of the sun. I universally unite all that is. Ich vereinisch alles, was da ist. I universally unite all that is. Well, what is? Mortals, immortals, male, female, you name it. The purpose of the phoenix is to unite them all.